Hello, and welcome to this Photoshop tutorial where I'm going to start showing you the selection features, meaning how I can select pixels so that I can manipulate them using Photoshop. Photoshop has a variety of ways of selecting pixels. One way is the Marquee Tool. It's usually the first tool in your toolbox and it's represented by dashed lines. The Marquee Tool is predetermined shapes that will select predetermined shape-filled pixels. See this little arrow underneath it? Anytime you see an arrow underneath the toolbox means that if you click and hold, you'll see additional tools. Think of it sort of like raising a tray in a tackle box. You have default shapes. You have a rectangle tool, an ellipse tool, a single row horizontal, and a single row vertical. Once you have the Marquee tool chosen, you can select by clicking and dragging. This means that wherever the marching ants that you see, and you'll often hear them referred to as marching ants, but it means that Photoshop is looking specifically at this area of pixels, not this area. So that if I start to move, it will only move these pixels because that's all it was looking at. When you have your Marquee tool, you can either do Freeform, meaning that you click and drag and you can create the shape that you want, or if you hold the Shift key down, it will do it in a perfect shape. If you wanted some more of these pixels, with the Marquee tool still selected, if you just pass your mouse over the live area, you'll see that it changes from crosshairs to a white arrow. If you click and drag, it allows you to change and move your Marquee tool to reposition it wherever you would like. But you can't change the shape of it. Once you've drawn it, that's pretty much it. And if you've drawn it incorrectly, you have to click off of it to deselect or hit Command D, and you have to redraw the shape that you want. This is the same for all of the Marquee features. So if I draw an ellipse, I just click and drag. But if I want a perfect circle, I just click and hold the Shift key when I drag. And if I want to move it, I just pass my mouse over it and reposition the Marquee where I want it to be. To turn it off, I just click away from it, or I can go to Select and select Deselect. And this is one feature of the selection tools, the Marquee tools in Photoshop.